Finally, we get a reason why Chucky has been cancelled after 3 seasons. Now, in my previous video, I was reacting to the news of the cancellation of the Chucky TV series, and in this video, we will be covering why Chucky was cancelled. Now, if you didn't watch my previous video, I'm furious about this news. I am flabbergasted, I am pissed off, and honestly, this reason better, satisfy me of why Chucky was cancelled, because I loved this show, and I was so mad when it got cancelled. So, let me tell you why. Why did it get cancelled? So, it got cancelled because the series simply wasn't getting enough viewers that was necessary to justify continuing its wild, horrifying story. But in other news, that hasn't stopped hopes that the show could continue elsewhere. Because the reason this show got canceled, apparently, is because it wasn't getting enough viewers. And the reason why is because nobody goes on Sci-Fi or US Network. They need to put it on a more recognizable channel. That's what I'm summing up. This is basically what they're saying, is Sci-Fi and the US Network weren't recognized enough to get enough viewers interested in Chucky. And because of that, Chucky wasn't bringing up enough money, and it wasn't being justified in why they should continue, so they canceled. But the report also says, the hopes of it continuing on a different streaming service, like a different channel, is not out the window, which is very confusing. This show is canceled. It's gone. I don't think there's any way they could bring this show back. I mean, I would be amazed if they could, but I think Chucky, the TV series, is long gone, unfortunately. But that is really the reason why. And if you go on Screen Rant and read their reports, which is a very useful news site for movies and TV shows, it says here, Chucky stars Brad Dourif and Fiona Dourif have reacted to the show's surprise cancellation, as they encourage the horror series to get saved at another network. Like I said before. The report goes on with saying, despite plans for Chucky Season 4 having plenty of room to grow following the many wild events of Season 3, US Network and Sci-Fi canceled the series in September 2024, aka just a few days ago. Despite positive receptions from many who watched it week to week, including me, the series simply wasn't earning the views necessary to justify its wild, horrifying story. However, it has not stopped hopes that the show could continue elsewhere, like I said before. Now, the statement continues to go on by saying, now Bloody Disgusting reports that while speaking at a panel at TerrorCon in Massachusetts, Brad Dourif has said, and his daughter, Fiona Dourif, revealed their thoughts about Chucky getting canceled. They acknowledged how swift and surprising the news was, with Fiona believing the show's streaming numbers on Peacock could get it brought back to life on another network. Brad teased details for a potential Season 4, but refused to say much out of hopes the show would continue in some form. Now, Fiona Dourif said herself, I have been on the phone with Don Mancini, the creator of Chucky. It was a surprise that we got canceled. It was released last night. At this point, what we're hoping to do and what should be done and would be normal for a show as successful as Chucky's been, because the ratings were soliding and good and reviewed extremely well. The numbers were great at Peacock, is that it would be marketed to another network. The extent that there could be pressure on the powers that be to have that happen, I think that everybody who is involved in making the show would appreciate that. There's no reason on earth why it shouldn't be marketed to another network. Now, Brad Dourif said, I'm not going to tell you because it might get done, and it's brilliant. You're gonna have to get on the internet and make it happen. And hopefully it does, but it really does not look like it will. But that's what Brad Dourif and Fiona Dourif said and reacted to this terrible, unfortunate news. Now, the cast is especially wondering now, where will this universe take us in the future? But yeah, this is what Brad Dourif and Fiona Dourif has been saying about the Chucky cancellation. And they're just really leaving things open, for a potential 4th season, which I don't think is gonna happen. But if anybody's gonna make it happen, it would be Brad Dourif and Fiona Dourif. But we don't know, man. It has not been looking good for the Chucky fans, but we'll really see where this all takes us. I really hope this Screen Rant report means something, and this could actually lead us into a potential season 4, but I don't know. It might not, it might. I hope it does, but like I said, there's a really good chance it will not. Now, it also continues on by saying in March 2024, Mancini revealed a new Child's Play movie would be happening, taking place after the events of the TV series. Yes! I'm very happy about that. Hopefully with these characters that we've grown to love and care for in these past 3 seasons of Chucky. Now, the report continues to say, while it's unclear what the film will be about, it could be the perfect way to continue Chucky's storyline, giving bookends to the major characters and events that happened throughout its time on air. However, we also think seeing the show run for at least one more season would be worthwhile, as it would offer a way to conclude the show without rushing the characters' arcs in ideas in the story. And that, my Chucky loving peeps, is all that we know about this entire situation. But for now, Chucky is long gone, and we are left with the hope that this movie will come soon and will be good. And Screen Rant was right, man. They should really do a 4th season to just find closure with this story, with these characters, because the way we left them in season 3, there was absolutely no closure. Of course, canceling a show means that there is no closure, but this 4th season would be able to give us that. But like I said, they're not going to do it, and I highly know that. But they could do this in the movie because they're not canceling a freaking movie. But we'll see where this all leads. This has been the most recent Chucky news. See you guys on the next video.